Okay, last video in this playlist about factorising double brackets. We're going to be thinking about kind of combining everything that we've got all together and seeing if we can just come up with those sort of final bits. And these are really tricky. This is definitely only in higher. If it does appear in higher, it would be right towards the end of the exam paper. Okay, so you'll need to decide which techniques to use. Always look out for the difference of two squares. They love doing the difference of two squares and they love doing it in A-level as well. So we want to fully factorise these three that we've got here. And then you're going to try these four, and this one's a challenge down here. So first of all, we're just going to do our basic factorising techniques from really like easy stuff you might have done in year 9 or year 10, or year 7, 8, 9 or 10. Let's first of all just take out a common factor of 3. So I get 3 brackets x squared minus 4. Now you might think that you're done, but like I said here, make sure you look out for the difference of two squares. Remember, this is the difference of two squares. And you can see that there's a difference of two squares here because we have an x squared and we have a 4. Both of those things are squared. So the x squared minus 4 is going to be an x plus 2 and an x minus 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, you might need to go back in this playlist to look at the difference of two squares. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Let's do some normal earlier on techniques like single bracket stuff. They all have an x in common. So I'm just going to take out an x from all of them. And then I come up with this thing and I go, aha, now that I've done this, I think I can factorise this doing my double brackets. So there's going to be the x outside the front, and then the double brackets for that section, there's going to be an x for both of them. I think it's going to be a plus 7 and a minus 2. Remember, you're thinking of two numbers that multiply to minus 14, but add to 5, and it's 7 and negative 2. Okay, pretty tricky one down here. We're going to start off just with an a that's outside the front. Just do the normal single bracket factorising first, and that would be a squared minus 1. But like I said, make sure you're always looking out for the difference of two squares. A squared minus 1 is a plus 1, a minus 1. So a cubed minus a, if you factorise it, so it's got three factors being multiplied, you get this here. Okay, so you have got 4 questions to have a go at. They're tricky. Let's see if you can get these right. Okay, so I'm going to start off by taking the factor of 7 out, so that I get x squared minus 9, and there it is, a difference of two squares again. You're going to get x plus 3, x minus 3. That is fully factorised, not fully factorised, and then fully factorised. Okay, they all have a y in common, so I'll start off by taking the y out, and then I'm just going to do my normal factorising for that second quadratic, which will be 2 brackets. It needs to multiply to negative 30, but add to 7. It's going to be 10 and minus 3. Again, do your normal factorising, take out the highest common factor, which is going to be an x squared. So that is going to be a 2x squared, a 3x, and a 1. Now this thing also can factorise. Now you could do the AC method if you wanted to, but actually I think this is one that you can just sort of recognise. If you've got to this kind of tough stuff, you should recognise that you're going to have a 2x and an x, and the only way to get this 1 from these brackets is there being a plus 1 here and a plus 1 here, and we check it works because you get a 1x and a 2x, which gives you the 3x. This last one, which is the most challenging, it looks like a difference of two squares. So I'm going to start off by doing an x squared plus 1 and an x squared minus 1. And you might think, great, I finished that question, it's done. But there's another difference of two squares, and they love doing this in A-level. So I wanted to kind of put this in here in case you're thinking about taking A-level in the future. So you're going to have your x squared plus 1, and your x squared minus 1 is going to be an x plus 1 and an x minus 1. So difference of two squares for this bit, and then this bit here was another difference of two squares. I think this is a tough playlist, but if you enjoy doing algebra, I think you'll really enjoy practicing some of these questions. Found this video helpful? Then why not drop it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. This is the end of the playlist, but head to my channel's homepage to see what else I might be able to help you with. And as always, wishing you the very best for all your studies.